Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kid Show, and today we're talking about Mario Kart World because, well, it continues to be something that I'm just I'm just considering how is this game worth $80? And the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, I'm glad I'm not getting the system day one. I want to see the fallouts, the crash outs, all that. I want to see how judgmental people are going to be now that games are more expensive, right? Uh, with the whole $70 price tag thing, I definitely got a lot more judgmental with games than I ever have been before because you do spend a lot of money on these games and they should be up to par, especially AAA, right? But Nintendo upped the ante with not just $70 games, but $80 games. And I really do love Mario Kart. It's one of my all-time favorite franchises. I absolutely love Mario Kart 8. I played Mario Kart 8 for years. I bought it like 3 different times. All right, it was worth the investment because of how much time I got out of it. I played it on Wii U. I played it on the Switch. I got tired of switching the cartridge out, so I ended up buying digitally on the Switch. But with $80 price tag games, I mean, is it worth it? Now, another big game coming out very shortly that's another kart racer is Sonic Racing Crossworlds. And somebody put up a actual gameplay comparison, and I want to check that out right now because Crossworlds looks pretty decent. I want to see how it compares to Mario Kart World. So let's just jump right into that right now. Now, this tweet is from Neptune here. It says Mario Kart World and Sonic Racing Crossworlds gameplay comparison. Let's see what's up. Alright, playing Shadow, baby. Shadow's my guy. I don't know, bro. The Sonic game looking kind of exciting there, I'm just saying, brother. There's definitely way more going on. But too much going on doesn't necessarily make for a good kart racing game either, in all fairness. Sometimes it just gets in the way of you doing your thing, too. Yo, son, hold on. There's a lot going on. I don't know, bro. Bro, Shadow is doing the most right now. Holy shit, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Shadow out here wilding for respect right now. Said put some respect on my name. Honestly, the Sonic stage look kind of heat. I like everything they got going on. Yo, Shadow was demanding respect on his name in that freaking that race. I don't know, guys. I think that the Sonic Racing game has a lot going on, so who knows how that feels in the midst of you just trying to, get around that track and do it smoothly, right? But it does look more exciting than Mario Kart World, absolutely. I don't think that's even disputable. And the Sonic game, what I'm assuming is going to be anywhere from 60 to 80. There's no actual official price on the website here, but it does look pretty cool. And there's no official release date either. But there's some other things I wanted to talk about in regards to Mario Kart World, because there's a lot of, veteran characters that are missing from the game. Serious characters like Diddy Kong. Would have loved to have seen Funky Kong. I think Funky Kong is a really cool character. I definitely would have played as. Piranha, Petey Piranha. Dry Bowser was one that I would play as a lot in Mario Kart 8. I actually really enjoyed playing as Dry Bowser. Uh, Pink Gold Peach, Metal Mario, Dixie Kong, Bob Bomb, Larry, Lemmy, Roy. Roy is one of my favorite characters. Dude, them not having like the little Bowser motherfuckers is that is such that sucks so bad, bro. They got Wendy, Iggy, Morton, Ludwig, Paratroopa. Yeah, the Koopa Kids is like none of the Koopa Kids is wild. Kamek, Donkey Kong Jr. This is a lot of characters that are indeed missing. Some characters I would have definitely loved to have seen make a return because I did avidly play as them. Don't get me wrong, I'll still play as my Waluigi and whatnot. And I think King Boo is in it. I'm pretty sure. You know, so I do have characters to play as. I'm not here to say pretend that I don't. But yeah, I did play quite a bit of Dry Bowser, quite a bit of Roy. Roy was my favorite character in 8. He was my go-to. I mean, homeboy with the glasses, always looking as smooth as hell. That's my guy, bro. Roy was my guy. And that definitely sucks that he's not in the game. Instead, we got shit like the fucking cow that Nintendo is trying really hard to push as like, I don't know, the humble meme sort of character or something like that. I ain't playing as no fucking cow, bro. That's not happening. They And of course, Tony Coffee here says they're starting to milk this now. As funny as that is, he's not joking though. As funny as it is, he ain't lying. It's it's kind of like my biggest issue with the game as of right now is that, well, let's start off with the things I like. I really like the tracks. The tracks look very interesting, look very well made. That to me isn't an issue. All right, and for me, when I'm playing Mario Kart, I don't really do the battle mode thing. I like to race. That's my go-to. My thing is the big negative is the open world. When they were showing the Mario Kart World direct, they were talking about the world and just, hey, here's some bullshit to collect. It's like I don't give a fuck. Like I was wondering, like, what else do you do in the world? And then I was asking, like, can you actually have your friends and go in, actually play in the world? And it's like, would I really be doing that shit with my friends though? Like, no. Like, I wouldn't be doing that. We would just be racing the actual tracks and keep them moving. So to me, the world just looks like a bunch of filler nonsense, which most open world games are, admittedly so. But I just don't see them being able to make the world fulfilling. Not like a, not like a Mario, not like they would a Mario 3D World, right? And to be honest with you, I love Odyssey, but even Mario Odyssey kind of felt a little empty. I feel like it was missing a little something. I was hoping that they would have a Mario Odyssey 2 where that is addressed, but we don't have that yet. But what would have sold a lot of people? What would have sold a lot of people is something that Nintendo has apparently confirmed, which is the obvious. Like it's gonna happen eventually. But they said Nintendo tells fans to stay tuned for new main Mario game on Switch 2. Well, no shit. Like Thank you for informing us of the obvious. I guess this is gonna make like all of two people like be like, oh man, I'm so relieved now. Now I could safely buy the Switch, knowing that I'm gonna get what I want is so silly, man. I'm just wondering, like, how are they gonna make these games really feel like they're worth their price of entry? Because with Mario Kart World, I think that there's a lot of great qualities, but I also feel like there's some force shit in here to try and justify it being bigger, it being, better. Bigger doesn't mean better. I think Bethesda proved that with, you know, their open world games the past few years. Starfield is an enormous game. It doesn't make it better than previous games. And Fallout 4 had more dialogue than ever before. It said I remember they were touting that Fallout 4 had more dialogue than like Skyrim and fucking Fallout 3 combined or some shit like that. And the characters felt more lifeless and had less choice dialogue than ever before. So it didn't really help very much, especially when you had the main protagonist speaking. So, you could say that, oh, there's a lot more than ever before, or it's bigger than ever before. That doesn't necessarily mean better. For me, it's I need quality over quantity. Now, the amount of tracks in the game is pretty impressive for a day one. I could definitely give them that. But I'm just I don't know, man. With this Sonic game looking like it's competing, and it's definitely not gonna be no $80. I think that is obviously for sure my only negative with the Sonic game that I've encountered thus far is that they confirmed, and at least they confirmed this off rip, right? But they did confirm that the Sonic game, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, indeed has third-party DRM de novo anti-tampering. So that's the only negative here, which could be a problem, or you know couldn't be so bad, might not be so bad. I usually try to avoid games with a de novo anti cheat, but I may have to support Sonic Racing Crossworlds just because, man, I would like to see the competitor do their thing. And since it's coming to PC, I may have to cop, man. I may have to cop. Let me know if you guys are interested in the Sonic Racing Crossworlds game because from what I saw with this video, there's a lot more going on, baby. And I got my boy Shadow in there. That's my guy. I would definitely be playing as Shadow a lot. Knuckles sometimes as well. Those are my homies. But it don't look that much and definitely don't look like a downgrade in comparison to Mario Kart World. I'll say that. But let me know what you guys feel about this particular comparison that I showed you. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you can like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on on Twitter at Mario Kart. Yes, at Mario Kart. If you'd like to continue the conversation, consider becoming a channel member. Gets you instant access to the Discord. Gets you dope ass emotes for Thursday night live stream. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Channel's on a big growth spurt again. Finally, after being in like algorithm jail for like 3 months. So any assistance is greatly appreciated. Help me get my stuff out there any way you can. And yeah, guys, with all being said, I'm out. Peace.